Hey everybody, it's your good friend KoolAid Man, and I'm so happy you stopped by. We've got just a load of Pavlov Shack updates to get to. It has been a wild roller coaster couple of weeks in the Pavlov Shack community. So let's look at a few of these things. Let's get everybody up to speed. Let's talk about what's going on. We'll start off, of course, with our big oh yeah, and then we'll just move right into some Dave leaks. And boy, oh boy, there has been a ton of them. On January 25th, we were expecting a new update to Pavlov Shack Beta on the Oculus App Lab store. Unfortunately, Dave confirmed via Discord that the update was botched and it did never roll out. But in making that announcement, he also announced a whole bunch of new things. Now, everybody knows that we've been waiting for the Unreal Engine upgrade. And on Discord, Dave did confirm that the engine upgrade was successful and Pavlov Shack is now on 4.27. That should unlock a whole host of capabilities, including gore and scopes, and just a whole bunch of cool stuff that we've been waiting for. Dave also announced that there'll be a new map for Pavlov Shack called Bunker, so we're all really looking forward to seeing what that's all about as well. In announcing all of this stuff, he did make mention that he's going to turn back on the RC, the Release Candidate channel on App Labs, so you can get on Release Candidate channel and get some of these new features, try them out. It, of course, will be very much of a beta build and probably will have some bugs, which is anticipated with any release candidate, but you'll be able to see all sorts of cool features as they're rolling out. We don't yet have a specific timeline on when the RC candidate will be available for download, but there seems to be some hinting at early February. So keep your eyes and ears peeled for more information on that. We also learned from Dave that it looks like March is kind of in the crosshairs as being the time when full version of Pavlov Shack gets submitted to Oculus Quest for release on the Oculus Quest store. So this would move it from App Labs up to an actual full release. So we'll see how that goes. But, March is not that far away. So it's been interesting. I know many of us have seen the comments and the rankings and the ratings and stuff in the Oculus store, many of which focus on some of the bad stuff, the install issues, stuff that's really, we don't even know. It's probably not Pavlov. It might be Oculus. But we came across this one and thought this was pretty funny. Epic. The game is super fun. Got too into it and sucker punched my sister in the head. Well, I guess, we've all kind of been there and done that. And we hope your sister's doing well. But I'm glad to see you're having fun with Pavlov. So what's new and exciting? Well, RyGuy has been at it again, and he's actually created a couple of custom guns for Pavlov Shack, if you can believe it. Some of these are Halo-inspired, but you can see here these are fully functioning. They've got animation. They've got everything. Very, very cool. We've got these thrown up on a map called Halo Weapons. Look at that long barrel on that 1911. A lot of fun to play around and shoot that sucker. So if you want to check out the custom guns, head on over to Halo Weapons map. It's there on the KoolAid Funtime server. It's in DM mode. So if you want to set your filters to DM, you should be able to easily find it. But congratulations to RyGuy for really bringing some fun elements into the game. We hope this is the first of many custom weapons that we see coming to Pavlov Shack. A quick note for those of you that like the Search and Destroy, the S&D game mode, Season 7 of the PavlovScore competitive S&D competition will be ending on January 31st, and Season 8 will be starting on February 1st. The seasons typically last about 2 or 3 months, and cash prizes as well as in-game prizes, skins, custom items, those types of things, even Archon access for some of the winners is available. Congratulations to PavlovScore on 7 successful seasons. You can find me over there on their Discord. Happy to be one of the mods over there and would love to have you join us. Go to PavlovScore.com to get the Discord link. He's one of the most creative guys that I know. Koda has been at it again. You might remember his infamous map, Mirror's Edge. Well, now he's created something even more crazy and unique. This one is called Catalyst, and it allows you to jump. It allows you to climb. It even allows you to zip line down, and you could zip line while shooting, for crying out loud. So Koda is just infinite amount of imagination and creativity and the skills to put all this together in a really, really fun game mode. I encourage you to check it out. Also available on the KoolAid Funtime server. This one is also running in DM. And as you can see here, you just grab the zip line and away you go, sliding down towards your enemies. What a cool game mode. I can't say enough cool things about what Koda has done here. And of course, one of the cool benefits of playing with Koda is sometimes you get to have the Jared Deagle or the very custom Camouflage M4. So a couple of perks there if you ever get into a match with Koda, who's one of the Pavlov devs. In addition to Catalyst, Koda is also pushing the limits of what Quest can do and taking Pavlov to just a whole nother place. This is a brand new game mode he has in development called Magik, and it allows you to cast spells, to summon demons, to throw fireballs, to do all sorts of crazy things. You can see he's even engineered a brand new weapon, a bow and arrow, that can be used in-game and actually cause damage. So looking forward to seeing what Koda's got up his sleeve with Magik, the upcoming game mode. Today's quick tip: did you know that Pavlov only checks your map files when you first start the game? If you find that you're downloading the same map over and over, exit the game, come back in, and that'll solve your problem. Holy moly, there is a new game mode that has just dominated Pavlov in the last couple of weeks, and the game mode for Pavlov Shack is called Push. Push is essentially like S&D, but instead of having one bomb site, you have multiple different objectives, and you have a limited amount of tickets or lives to complete those objectives, to plant the bomb and make sure it blows up. There has just been so much interest. As you can see, all the Push servers are loaded pretty much around the clock. Let's take a look at a few different maps that are out there and available for Push now. We just are so thankful that Messiah Penguin continues to put out great maps. This has been one of the favorites of the Shack community for a long time, and also the Pavlov PC folks. This one's called Gravity, and Messiah Penguin was so nice to update this one for Shack. He actually put it as a prop hunt mode and as a push map now. He also did a lot of different cosmetic tweaks, as you'll see as you run around. And finally in Shack, we have access to the very infamous swinging arm that's been a staple on PC for a long time. And yes, the swinging arm will kill you instantly. It'll give you a hug, but it's not a good hug. So very, very cool to see this one get updated. This one be available now for prop hunt and for push. And we just can't say enough great things about Gravity from Messiah Penguin and all the folks over there at Arctic, who do a great job selling Pavlov servers. So if you're in the market for a Pavlov server, Arctic is definitely a place that you should consider. And with all the push fun happening, I couldn't help myself. I made a few push maps. This one's called Jailbreak. It's been pretty darn popular. There are a few things wrong with it that I do have to fix, but it's always loaded 10 out of 10. So I hate to take the server down. I push updates regularly at early morning hours. But this one actually takes place. There's a jail there, and there's a team that's prisoners that's trying to escape, and there's a team that's jail guards that are obviously trying to stop the escape. And a whole bunch of fun battles ensue. We also installed a tank in this map, so if the jail guards are risky enough, they can take a jump for their lives and get the tank and use that as an asset to try to rebel the uprising among the prisoners. Continuing on with Push, this is another one that I put together. This one's called The Farm, and the thought here is that the prisoners have escaped from the jail, and now they're loose in the community. So what we have in this map is a scenario where we have prisoners fighting farmers, and the farmers are equipped with traditional farmer stuff, right? So shotguns and a hunting rifle and a couple of handguns, and fighting against the prisoners, who some of which have brought ballistic shields and whatnot from the jail. But this one's pretty chaotic. It's a smaller map. It is a lot of fun to play on, and again, this one's been loaded 10 out of 10. There is a few small fixes on this one as well. But if you get a chance, check out Jailbreak, check out The Farm, certainly check out Gravity. All sorts of fun stuff is happening in the Push world. One last one to highlight here. This one's called Factory. This is kind of my tribute to Elon Musk, so all sorts of fun stuff in here. You'll see the Cybertruck. You'll see Tesla bot robots. You'll even see a Boring Company tunnel here. But this one is a fun map to play. It's a little bit chaotic. Right now I've taken this one off of circulation because there are a few fixes that are needed. But this one will be back soon. So if you like all things Tesla and want to take a ride in the Boring Tunnel, be on the lookout for Factory coming soon for Push, DM, and SND. Hey, did you happen to catch the new vehicle to enter the Pavlov universe? Over on the PC side, the Soviet Jeep made an appearance, the counterpart of the US Willys Jeep. Hopefully we'll be seeing this gem in Pavlov Shack in the very near future. And last but certainly not least, we've seen a whole bunch of birthdays in the last couple of days. I know Cheeto had a birthday, that Elijah had a birthday, and even baby KoolAid celebrated her first birthday. Elijah also broke some news about ThatPodcast, which has had a total of 1 episode so far. We've all been eagerly awaiting the second episode. He announced that not only is the second episode coming out soon, but apparently there's also a new co-host, Spartan Cal 141, and on top of it, he also announced that Cal and him are apparently a thing. So congratulations to that Elijah and Cal for their budding romance. And in late breaking news on January 31st, it was seemingly announced and confirmed that the next episode of That Podcast would feature notorious Adam Flame, the British lad who's been banned from several servers, most recently of the PCL League server. Adam will be giving his thoughts on the Pavlov community, and it promises to be a firework of an episode. Well, friends, that's all the updates we have for this particular episode of the Pavlov Podcast. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope you found these updates useful. And certainly, if you have more information to share, breaking news, stories, updates, etc., we always welcome submissions. Hit us up on Discord. Tell us what's on your mind. Tell us what you'd like to see, what you'd like to learn about, what you're working on. We're here for you to support the community. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you in game.